Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, May 23rd, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this one, the fact that 4 weeks ago today we closed above a descending 5-month channel top, now well below the market at 105.32. That indicated 3 to 5 months recovery back to the 153.13 January high. On the way up, we had a 1 to 2 week target at 120.67. We took that out a little over a week later. I can show that here. That same speed line is 118.90 on the daily chart. That was a Monday settlement above, indicating the next 1 to 2 week objective at 144.10, which we have yet to test. We came close to it about a week ago and since have been in a consolidative framework. So what occurred then on Wednesday was a settlement, a key reversal high, a settlement below a short-term channel bottom. We also closed below that same structure on Thursday, but there's a steeply rising channel bottom today that did contain yesterday's lows at 133.29. So I'm kind of caught us up, 133.29 to 133.49. This is a 20-cent range. It's a pivot point that has relevance through next week. If we can close today above 133.49, I do expect the 144.10 channel top within 3 to 5 days. That is your 3 to 5 day up target, or your 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside. That 144.10 formation, well suited to contain weekly buying pressures, and from there we can fall away into later June. Downside, though, if we happen to break or open below 133.29, we could test 127.72. I'll get to that in a moment. In fact, you can see that right here. We could test 127.72 if we happen to break 133.29. But I do want to caution you just a little bit. If it's kind of a quiet day, 130.59 may have something to say about it. That is the low of the high. And I see this as a kind of a soft intraday pivot point, able to contain intraday selling pressures in reach below 133.29, 130.59. If violated, if we break 130.59, then yes, I do expect a 127.72 5/8 Fibonacci, and that is a 5/8 upside from the January high against that April low. So yeah, we've cleared more than 62% on the way up. As I was saying before, more than 60% of the way to 153.13, probably closer to 70%, at least as of this week. So this is kind of the 1 to 2 week structure. If we close today below 133.29, I expect this should be 118.90. This is not an updated chart, and this should be 114.60. You can see the numbers here on the far right, 1 to 2 week target below 133.29. Now there's reason to respect the support levels on the way down, 127.72. And I say that because we're still in a longer term buy signal. So this sell-off, this possible sell-off back into the 110s, 118.90, 114.60 is counter trend in nature. And so I think you can, I'm talking to day traders especially, but maybe even a 3 to 5 day swing trader can buy 127.72. If we close below 127.72, we enter the next 3 to 5 day sell signal into this. And it shows here as these are bad numbers, but it should be 114.60 to 118.90. A moot point right now because we're not going to see them today. If we were close, I would have changed these out by now, but we're not close. It is kind of the mid to upper 110s that we would see. I'm going to say attainable with a settlement today below 133.29 over the next 1 to 2 weeks, and then expected within 3 to 5 days of closing below 127.72. Once again on the way down, 130.59 offers a decent intraday pivot point. We could test it, rally back into the 133.29, 133.49 region. But if we break, that 130.59 low of the high, 127.72 is likely. Once again, closing below 133.29, I do think you can play the short side of the market as we move into later May. But until then, we can just as easily recover today. And if we close today above 133.49, I see once again 144.10 likely by the end of next week. where we can top out on a weekly basis, possibly into later June. And you can see how this formation is climbing and will over the next few weeks converge anyway with the 153.13 target. I think that pretty much rounds it out. In fact, on Thursday, we put out a stock pick on Chewy. That is a stock that's a retailer of online pet foods and pet products. Over the last couple of weeks, Rubrik, GitLab, Lockheed Martin, I could go on and on. You can see them all for free by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial, where you'll also get daily analysis in the Triple Q, in the SPY, weekly analysis in Apple. You get a 5-day free trial up front. So go to wickedstocks.com, take advantage of that, and I will be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's NVIDIA. You have a great weekend.